Now, it's funny because today when I was looking for Seth all around, I actually said, I call my guardian angel St. Angelo, and I said, St. Angelo, please, I say to him, can you please go and pray to his guardian angel that he be sent back to me. I don't know where he is. Please. So I thought about that. I was like, okay, so God says in the Bible that he is the father of the fatherless, who are my children now, and he is the defender and the husband of the widow. So I was like, it dawned on me. I was like, God, can you just go get him? Just bring him back to me. I'm just going to trust you, And all of a sudden, he was in the best place in the world. He was in confession. So here I am trusting the Lord. I'm getting it now, And he's in confession. I mean, come on. What better place to be? And the Lord put him there. Oh, and I went to confession. It was wonderful. Wonderful. A lot of people will say, you went to confession again, like I went 2 weeks ago. And I'm saying, you know what? Did you take a shower recently? Because if you're going to take a shower or cleanse yourself, brush your hair, brush your teeth, then why not do the same thing for your soul? If you know that you have any sin at all, do you know that it is better to have cancer than to commit a venial sin? Venial sins are the lesser sin. So stealing a pack of gum is a lot less than stabbing somebody, right? Or damaging someone's car or damaging someone's reputation. Those would be mortal sins. Those would be ones that separate you from God, which we don't want. And venial sins, the smaller ones, if you don't confess them, guess what happens? They grow, and we don't want that. So I am really, really, really trying. During adoration, I said to the Lord, I said, I am so scared. I said, I don't want to be scared. I said, please. And I begged Our Lady, I'm like, please give to me the courage that you had, the trust in the Lord. Be it unto me according to thy word. So, in this world, it's very insecure, I think. But you know what? At the same time, the more I spend, with just the Lord, I think about how he did create us, and he is with us. And he didn't just create us and then push us off to the side and say, okay, guys, you're on your own. He is truly with us. I mean, look at my life. Do you understand that I'm not working? Do you understand? I'm running a household. I'm taking care of children. We have an abundance of food. It's ridiculous that I can give it away. That's how much we have. I have a free breakfast and dinner right around the corner from my house. It's like, what? It's like the Lord just keeps providing everywhere we go. And as long as my bills get paid, I'm like, as long as we get that. And I think if I have one person come live with us in this next year, in the 2020, if I can have one person, and I don't even need that one person right now, but just to set up the stage, get used to the idea, welcome that family member. They're going to be a family member forever. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, I'm going to cry when I meet them. I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to see security, but it's also more than that. It is family forever. Like, that's it. And then over time, in the next number of years after that, we will, in the next 4 years, we'll have to have someone else come in. So it's very thrilling to expand my family. But am I nervous? Yes. Why? Because I'm saying to myself, all right, so I have to be responsible for all of this without a husband and 2 other people. Like, really? Like, this is scary enough. But trust in the Lord, he likes when we take care of other people. He does, I pray for you all. I just want to let you know, I do. I pray for you and your families. And, did I tell you? I think that's what I wanted to tell you. The other day, I was driving. It was a beautiful sunny day like this, but it was freezing cold, right? I'm driving to the indoor skate park that we go to. I'm trying to get my son back into scootering. I really want him to thrive, and I haven't been doing that. But see, the housework, as far as everything being done in my house, the construction is getting less and less now, so I have the time. So I'm driving him to the skate park, and Sarah, my 11-year-old, was sitting right here. And I had my hand like this, and she had her head in it, like this, and she fell asleep. So I'm driving with one hand, I got this like this, and all of a sudden, I had this notion. See, ever since Mr. Fry went away from us, which is still, I cannot believe it because I love him so much. It's weird. So whoever I end up marrying, if I do, if the Lord has somebody for me, which I always pray that he does, I'm going to have to give them half of myself, but that half will be whole. Does that make sense? And they will have to understand that the other half, which is also whole, right now it's all one. You see, all one for Mr. Fry. Because I did not divorce him. It was not a choice that he be taken from me. So my love for him is the same. It's not like I have hatred and, oh, I'm glad he's away. Oh, no. I still will always belong to Mr. Fry. So whoever I give myself to in marriage, if there ever is, this person has to understand. And if you're a widow or widower, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's that I can give you all of me. Absolutely. You will receive all of me, but you'll be sharing me. Does that make sense? Because my heart will always belong to Mr. Fry. It's just how it is. It's how it has to be. So it's like being in love with two people. Does that make sense? And so it's going to have to take a big man. I don't mean big. I mean big in his heart and understanding. And he will not be cheated. He will not be cheated of any love from me at all. So I'm sitting here. How did I get on that subject? I don't know. Today, I don't know. I just miss Mr. Fry. Something terrible. So I'm holding her face, and I'm always, I don't want to say I'm always, but a lot. I feel very nerve-wracked, and I'm always seeking the peace of God in my heart because I need to have courage. I want his courage. I want to know we're going to be okay. So there are a lot of times I feel like that. So I'm holding her face like this, right? And it came upon me, this knowledge on this beautiful day. And while this knowledge came to me, peace just came upon me so beautifully. And because I've always been wondering, what is my purpose? See, before my purpose it was marriage. It was motherhood. While my husband is making the bacon and taking care of us, I can take care of the children in the home front. We had our jobs, right? I took care of the back of the yard, the front of the yard, the side of the yard. I took care of all the children's needs medically, the food and their talents, their desire, whatever God has in store for them. I always help them. So I have a different role now. To do both, it's working, but it took a lot of time and a lot of, so you're just nervous. I say, what is my purpose, Lord? What is it? Because I don't know. I don't know. And you might say, how can you not know? Just do what you were doing. Yeah, but it's more than that now. It's like, I don't know my role. Before I was just Mary Poppins, and now I'm not. So I'm like, I don't even know who I am. So when I'm holding her face, all of a sudden, it just came upon me. I wasn't even like praying or anything. I was just holding her face like this. And this understanding came to me that said, in my heart, I heard this exactly. Your goal is to guide them to heaven. I don't know if it was your goal or your job. Your job is to guide them to heaven. And I went, yeah. And I knew right there and then what my purpose was. It's to guide these people to heaven, my children. That's it. That's it. And I actually had the sense, whether it be right or wrong, I don't know, that if I did not have these children here, I would not be here. There's no need for me to be on the planet after that. It's like my goal on this planet is to guide them to heaven. Once I have done that, it's over. It's over. I don't know how long that'll be. Maybe the Lord will want me here till I'm 100 doing it. I don't know. But I have to stay no matter what. I have to be brave. I have to guide them to heaven. Last night I was choking because that's what I do at night. Sometimes I choke. I don't know. I wake up and I feel like I'm suffocating because I have asthma, but I haven't had asthma. And I actually said that I had a pneumonia shot, and this year I said to God, I bet you anything you'll take this suffering from me now that I'm by myself, where I have to shovel. Anytime I have to like deal with the cold, I cough tremendously. I feel like I have like a lung transplant needed, you know? So this I'm not affected at all. It's like gone. Poof. But at night, sometimes, maybe once a week, I'll wake up suffocating and I have to jump out of its sound sleep. Sometimes I jump off the bed or off the couch. I'm like, ugh. So, and I have to get water. So the thing is, I said, I don't want to die. You know, and I say that because lately I just want to go to heaven. I just want to be Mr. Fry. All of that is still true. But the thing is, I don't want to die. I want to go to heaven. Like the saying is, we all want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die to get there. Perfect. So anyway, to all my friends out there that I have not seen in a very long time, because they sometimes watch me on YouTube and they feel like they got their fill, well, I haven't got my fill. Hint, hint. And you know who you are. Yeah, so Sarah and I are taking care of our health. Okay, I could have had spaghetti today for lunch, but no. I'm actually fasting every day for Mr. Fry, that God will forgive him and have mercy on his soul in case he's in purgatory. And I fast every day for that. And for us, that I can stay where I am and always pay the bills, save, and give extravagantly to others. And for the certain someone who I have my heart set upon, which is very strange because you love your husband, but you know that if this earth lasted for 10 billion years, 100 billion years, he's not coming back. Plain and simple. Which that's the hardest part for me to wrap my mind around, which I don't think I'll ever be able to understand that. So, knowing that, you ever have chemistry with someone? Well, you can't really pay for it. You can't try to find it. It just comes naturally. And for me, yes, for those of you that have questions, my heart, oh my gosh, is so involved with this particular person. And like I always say, he doesn't want a relationship, and that's fine if that's all, you know, I have to just be friends. And but wow, do I feel the chemistry heavily. He's so awesome. He's so funny. Like, do I like being entertained? Yes. He's hysterical. He's so sensitive, which I really like. And he is compassionate to all people, which I love. And he's tough at the same time. And but what I like when somebody can be tough and sweet at the same time. Like that's just wow. That's just great. I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking an awful lot. I'm sitting here telling you all these things because as I learn them, I like to share it because a lot of people, when they go through stuff like I am, they want to go towards medication or alcohol, some kind of substance thing, and it's just not necessary. You have to soak yourself. You have to go and try to find God as much as you can. And my son is coming back to the car. I don't know why. All right, I'll be back at some point. Some kind of substance thing, and it's just not necessary. You have to soak yourself. You have to go and try to find God as much as you can. And my son is coming back to the car. I don't know why. All right, I'll be back at some point.